Hey, what's going on? Wanted to check in. I'm sorry it's been such a long time and make this kind of my transition video from my IVF ICSI journey to my pregnancy vlog. So, a few things I wanted to just go over kind of my thoughts on the IVF process and what I think went well for me and the reasons why I think we had a successful first cycle, and then just give you an update on what's been going on with the pregnancy. So, first, I just wanted to talk about kind of things I think I did mentally to help be in a good place. Number one, made sure that the RE and the nurse staff at my clinic, I felt comfortable with them. I think it's really important that you go in being able to ask as many questions as you can and get response very quickly. And I think my doctor has been awesome. The nurses have been amazing. So in case they ever watch one of these videos, especially this one, thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I really appreciate all of it. So, going in, making sure I had that kind of support from my clinic was the kind of my more important things to get to. Being able to really not feel ashamed or alone in this. I mean, this YouTube community has been awesome. Thanks everybody for the support and the comments and kind words and prayers and thoughts and everything. And it's been great to be able to really connect. And I'm so happy that I chose to do this and document my journey. So just realizing and understanding that I wasn't alone and that I could talk my feelings out with not only you and get comments, but then as well with a close group of family and friends that I was really able to talk with and really explore and feel everything I wanted to feel without being feeling judged. So realizing I needed a way to kind of get rid of my stress or stressors and talk things through was an important part. We have to make sure through all this process we're staying as peaceful as possible and being as stress-free as possible. Don't worry, be happy. It's okay to be hopeful and positive and really excited about everything. I'm sure I could probably get folks that are thinking or may even comment that, okay, yeah, Kristen, it was okay because everything you went through, it worked and you didn't go through, all these ups and downs. But I went through a whole 2 years of kind of back and forth and some other struggles. So this isn't just poof. It all worked for me. This is years of dealing with my husband and him going through surgery and the reversal not working and, analysis after analysis coming back with zero sperm count and, trying to conceive naturally and I don't know how many pregnancy tests coming back negative. And then as well, him going through another surgery and, this has been a journey, but it's okay. Be happy. And be positive and keep your spirits high. I mean, this is a really stressful time, so you want to be as happy and go lucky and keep those endorphins going and just keep that blood flowing in a positive manner and putting out the positive vibes into the world. So definitely recommend just trying to be as positive as you can. Laugh, have a good time. I mean, that helps with blood flow to not only to your uterus but to your brain and just keeping those positive spirits, all that. Be really aware of the hormonal changes that are going to go on. You're pumping yourself full of all these hormones and you're going to change, and make sure that your support system knows this. And luckily I have a great supportive husband that understood and really took things in stride. We did have our ups and downs, but eventually we worked things out to understand, hey, this is the cycle and the medication, and it's going to be better. So, understand what those changes are going to be for you and make sure you are communicating that with your partner or your spouse or your husband or your mom or your sister or whoever is going on with you in this journey. Kind of touched on this, but being prayerful, being spiritually focused and realizing that it's okay to be hopeful and positive and look at all of this as each step just it's going to work, and almost those kind of affirmations, the secret stuff. And I think that really helped me just to realize that regardless of what happens, I'm going to feel what I feel. And so it's okay to be excited or, really focused on what's going on in a positive manner. So the egg retrieval was one of the most painful parts of this whole process for me. I think I mentioned my clinic does not put you under. They literally only gave me a narcotic 10 minutes before the procedure, and my 15 little eggs, they didn't really struggle to get out, but oh my gosh. So if your clinic doesn't do that, be prepared for the pain. And I say that in a way to realize that every thing you go through, and one of my Facebook friends who went to the same clinic advised me of this, and now it really is truly is a great thing. Focus on the fact that yes, you're going through this pain, but when you get done, you're going to be happy that you stuck through it. So if that's what your clinic does, be prepared for the pain, and really realize that there's a means to the end. I guess there's really something that's worth all that pain for you getting there. After I had my transfer, I definitely took the thought of taking it easy, but then I also kind of started reading some things that said, hey, you really need to keep your blood going, and especially get your blood to your uterus. Of course, that's where all the magic is happening. So a couple different things. After the retrieval, I didn't go straight home. I first went to brunch with my mom, who took me to the transfer, and had some good conversation and laughs and some good food in my belly. Then went and stopped at the Red Box, got me some DVDs, and came home and got on the couch and kind of relaxed. Still got up when I was hungry or thirsty, or just to move around, keep your blood flowing. I made sure to keep socks on my feet at all times. My feet are naturally cold, but your blood will go to your extremities whenever they're cold, just to try to keep them warm. So keeping the blood kind of centralized in your uterus, like keeping all of your extremities warm, to me, I thought was a good idea. So I did that and wore socks like 24/7 for like the next week. These warm fuzzy socks. But really I didn't get too crazy with like feet up and in the bed and not moving. You still need to make sure that you're getting the oxygen and the blood flow to where it needs to go. I just thought that worked well for me, and whether that works well for everybody, I'm not sure, but I just didn't want to get so bogged down feeling I couldn't get up and move. Right before the transfer, right after retrieval, I definitely had a lot of bloating, a lot of cramping right before the retrieval, excuse me, and then after the transfer. But getting the whey protein and drinking Gatorade definitely helped, especially drinking the whey protein shakes. As soon as I would drink one, I would just start to feel less bloated, and I don't know exactly what it does, but I highly recommend them for right before your retrieval, right after the retrieval, and throughout the time from your transfer. My biggest point of all of this is really a mind over matter process. With the injections, the retrieval, the transfer, everything, you really have to make sure that you're focusing on positivity and success, and positive again. And especially with the injections, they don't hurt. I mean, you may feel a little prick, but they don't hurt. And so if you really just do things and focus on the end result of getting pregnant, you really don't dwell on the little kind of minor details. So I think I've had a good journey so far. I am 6 weeks pregnant today. My little beans, we've yet to find out how many, but they are the size of blueberries right now. And I'm really excited about everything. So kind of what's been going on, week 4, after my positive pregnancy tests and all of my betas, didn't really have any symptoms. feeling pretty good. Maybe had to pee a lot, but that's about it. I was utterly exhausted. I could not get enough sleep to save my life. The fatigue is horrendous. I felt like I was hungover and just couldn't get enough sleep. It was ridiculous. Week 5, started feeling a little bit more symptoms. Of course, my boobs have been hurting, but I think that's just the progesterone. I'm still on the 3/4 of a milliliter injection once a day. But week 5, I started getting lovely nausea. I hesitate calling it morning sickness. I've yet to actually vomit, but just been completely and utterly nauseous, like all day long. Some things that I find that are helping me. Right next to my bed, crackers. As soon as I wake up, these go into my mouth. And I also have been bringing a cup of ginger ale with me anywhere I go. And I try to keep it by the bed so I can wake up and have a few sips of ginger ale. Even like warm, flat ginger ale has been a godsend. But it took me a while to figure out kind of the pattern. Of course, when you get hungry, when your stomach is empty, is when all your stomach acid is churning. You don't want to have that happen, so that's why you try to keep yourself full, eating little meals all day long. I have stopped liking sweet stuff. The smell of sweet just turns my stomach. So one of my food aversions has just been anything sweet smelling. But love salt, fatty, greasy stuff that's so horrible for me. Except I still love fruit. So that's weird. Love fruit. Cheese has been one of my best friends, just eating like blocks of cheese, the pasteurized stuff, of course, but just helping to keep my stomach feeling full all the time has been really what has helped me battle. Really gassy. My husband laughs at me all the time now because I just be pooting. He thinks it's hilarious. I'm glad he does. And let's see what else. I took off a day last week, just was not feeling well, but I laid in the bed all day long, and it was just a godsend. Been going to bed earlier. With this daylight savings, this is going to be even better. It's going to be darker. I can go to sleep 7 o'clock if I need to. But going to bed and getting a lot of rest has really helped me not be as tired throughout the day. At the end of last week, over the weekend, I started not having symptoms, kind of freaked me out, but I will take whatever I can get at this point. I did pee on a stick just because I was freaking out and I'm still pregnant. But I go in for my first ultrasound next week. So week 4 and week 5 have been somewhat of a struggle, but I'm getting through it. I feel really good right now, actually. And starting week 6, I will make sure to put another vlog out next week. So thanks again, everybody, for all the support and just being here. This has been an awesome journey, and I'm excited that I get to go and graduate from my IVF to my pregnancy vlog. Oh, last thing, drink as much water as you can. I've been so thirsty. My lips have just been so dry, and I've had the worst rash. I wish you could see my face. It's kind of blurred out just because of the fuzzy camera on my phone, but worst rash on my face ever. No makeup covers it, so I've just been going natural, and everyone's like, are you okay? Are you sick? So it doesn't really help that I'm not feeling well. I haven't told anybody at work except for my boss, just so that she understood why I was calling off or late to work. So anyways, thanks you guys. Hope you're all doing well, and I'm sure that you'll be hearing from me soon. Take care.